So yeah, why do I still talk about social anxiety? Because it's an everyday struggle that I still struggle with. And even though you don't visibly see my anxiety in these videos, you're not seeing this anxiety that I keep talking about. But you're not seeing it because I'm not around people. If this is a crowded place, you'd see it. If there's people around, you'd see it. But you don't see it now because there's no one around. You never really see it because I'll never do a video around people for it, so you can't. So it's easy to see. It's really hard, and then if I do go past people, I tend to hold the camera like that, so you can't really see it either. But yeah, I do struggle with town, especially the town, where there's loads of people gathered and groups of people and crowded places. That's what I still struggle with the most. So that's why I'm still talk about the anxiety issue. One day, eventually, when my life isn't, if things ever do change, and I'm no longer ruled, my anxiety just no longer is, affecting my everyday life to the point where don't do anything anymore. Then obviously, I won't talk about it all the time. Obviously, I probably will have times where I do talk about it because the issue is never going to go away, is it? You're always going to have times where it's worse than others. But I just got to try to I've got to try to get to. I've just got to keep working on it, and then perhaps talk about it when. Then I need to start talking about it now. I need to start talk about it when I have for example, if I'm doing an exposure video, for example, if I was doing an exposure video, talk about it then in the moment, or if I improve and make massive progress, or do something amazing, or do something really great that's really good, which is really great for my anxiety, or if I do something that's really great, a big exposure or something, then obviously then I talk about it. But the days now where I sit down talking about my anxiety, I don't do it as much anymore. Actually, I don't do it as much as I used to. I used to always sit down and talk about it, but I don't do it anymore because I've said everything I need to say. I've got loads of videos about it already, and I feel like also with this channel, I feel like I've got a lot of videos with me just saying the same shit over and over again. But I'm not going to delete them because at least I know what I said. But at least I know, even though I have repeated myself over and over again, at least I know I've said what I'm going to say, and it feels good. And I've expressed my anxiety issues. So if you want to know more about my social anxiety, go back and look at a lot of my videos, and you can find out more about it there. So I'm trying to get past the days where I just keep talking about the same thing over and over again. And that goes for a lot of things, because all I do is talk about the same shit over and over again. It's just, you gotta get out of the habit. So yeah, it's one of the next video. Yeah, so this is why I still talk about it, because it's a daily struggle. And I actually want to try and make more videos of me pushing myself with anxiety. I want to do exposure videos, because you don't get people doing that anymore. A lot of people don't do them anymore on YouTube, but you don't get people making videos, exposure videos anymore. So I want to try. I want to be someone who still does that, Yeah. So I'm at this video, and I'm wondering why I'm at work. I'm at the second job. So I'm at the business part now. You can see like a giant warehouse behind me, and yeah, because I said this is a business park. Yeah.